oxygen, okay, with this, along with this I will tell you. If we are using the oxygen source, because most of the time in the hospitals we don't have nebulizer, or there is only one, but there are 5 or 6 patients who are getting nebulizer every 6th hour. I think pediatrics they use only this. I have not seen them using nebulizer, but adult ward we have nebulizer, jet nebulizer also. This is an old one. We have jet nebulizers which are small and nice, but still we should know how to use this also. Okay, this is nothing but remove this, remove the whole thing, fix it over there. Okay, fix it over there and through oxygen. But when we want to give nebulization through oxygen, it should be high amount of oxygen. At least 10 liters if you keep only, you will find the mist form for them to do inhalation. Okay, so nebulizer is actually because it takes such a long time when you give through this. For children it's okay, along with oxygen it will be going. But for adults, when you want to give nebulization, you give through the nebulizers. It takes only 5 to 10, sometimes even 5 minutes are enough for you to finish. Okay, then we need again the doctor's order. Okay, we need doctor's order for giving nebulizer, and the commonest drug what we use here is Ventolin or salbutamol or albuterol, whatever you call it, the drug. And one more drug is ipratropium bromide. These two you will see in all the wards they are using. Okay, so this one salbutamol only we are going to train our student with. Okay, salbutamol is coming in a container like this. Okay, they will have to do some calculation. So it is 5 mg in 1 ml. Sometimes we will write it as 2.5. Actually 2.5 to 5 mg is for adults. So when we write 2.5, they will have to take only 0.5 ml. So just teach them the calculations, which is very important. And if it is ipratropium, it comes as small respules. Yeah, you will have to just break one and give it, because it is, each small respules are 250 microgram. So you just have, it's already mixed with normal saline, and we usually give it like that. But when we use this medication, okay, each hospital has different policy. I'm saying about SQH adult health policy. I don't know about pediatrics. Always it should be total 3 ml. So if you are taking 0.5 ml, you add 2.5 ml of normal saline. If you are taking 1 ml, 2 ml of normal saline. So the total amount should be 3 ml. Okay, that is the adult ward ratio here. So keep that in your mind. Teach the students also how to do it. So we are going to follow this. So I have written 5 mg. So they will be taking 1 ml, but 2 more ml of normal saline they have to add. This is about the medication. Okay, follow all the steps of 3 checks. So when you take it from the medication trolley, okay, call for the second nurse and you check the name and all those things, dosage 5 mg per ml, all that, and you collect it.
Up to 4 ml.
Okay, I have checked with her. Imagine we have done first check, and we are taking the medication. We need to take the normal saline also. Okay, I need a medication, I need a normal saline, I need the syringe. Okay, I need one syringe and needle, because I am going to withdraw the medication from here. What else I need? I need a gloves. Then the, which one here? Which one? Okay, so this is the nebulization mask. Okay, you will find the containers and everything here. We can prepare the medication in the nurse station or away from the patient. Then we can go and fix it for the patient. Not necessary to prepare it close to the patient. So all 3 checks you can do it here itself. Fill it with the medication. Just take it and go to the patient bedside. Okay. So we will find all these separately. It will be fixed like this and it will be there. Okay. But tell the students we can do all that later. Let them remove it, because when they want to fill it with solution, it is easy if they have it separately like this. Otherwise, no, it's a little difficult for them. We even remove this now, yeah? Even this can be removed, so that they can keep it somewhere. Yeah, you can see students struggling. That's why I'm saying all these things. They can keep it down they can fill with medicine, they can fill it with normal saline, then fix everything, you can give it to the patient. Okay. So you definitely need one sharp container also, or they should remember to go dispose it into the sharp container because we are using a needle. I'm taking a glove which is smaller for me, but I like fitting ones.
It's
Okay, so my materials are all that. I keep it in one and then use it. Okay, now I am not arranged properly. Okay, so second check you do now and then withdraw the medications. Okay, keep this open, be ready. Okay, I'm mixing everything. Then keep this also open and be ready. We are going to take only 0.5 or 1 ml most of the times. So better to use only the smallest syringe what is available, not to waste the bigger syringes. Okay. First, we should take only the medicine. Okay. Remember, this point is very important. First, we should take only the medicine. Next, we can take the solution, because only once we will use. Only here we are using it for some 2-3 patients and all that. We are going to use it and throw it. So even if it is mixing with medicine, no problem. But we do not want the normal saline to mix with the medicine. That is the purpose of it. Okay, so after my second check, I want 1 ml, right? Actually, we can take with the syringe itself, but the problem will be the accuracy. It's very difficult for you. So that's why we tell them to take with the needle. It's easy. Okay, I have taken a little extra. Okay, they have to adjust how much ever they need. Okay, 1 ml. And third check at this point. Here it's not very urgent because we are not going to give injection or anything. You can even push it inside this. Yeah, now do the third check. Finish it. Okay, with your third check it's over. Now we need 2 ml because I have taken 1 ml of medicine. So 2 ml of normal saline I need. Okay, so now little extra, little more, and air bubble, no problem. We are not giving any injection. Just okay. Once they finish, discard it. Now they can fix it all. Then it is easy for them. If all the mask and everything is fixed now, it may be difficult. Sometimes you will find some markings over here, but it's better to use for accuracy the syringe and the other things. Let them fix everything at the bedside and then go. Okay, nowadays I find some of the clinical exams in advance also is nebulization. They don't have other procedure, they go in for nebulization. So we better teach them properly. They should not come back and blame us. Okay, go to the bedside. Okay, if we are giving by oxygen, see the mist will not come very well. We just fix it here. And we need to open it at least 10. Okay, the mist will not come. I mean, it will be very slow. It takes around even half an hour to finish. And also, these things, are very old, and you will hear the top sound in between. So we don't usually use this method. We go in only for, when we go for above 10, all our flow meters will make some noise. Okay, so if you want, you can use this adapter. If not, it is the
nebulizing machine.
Yeah, this is a nebulization.
It's fun.
This machine you will not see anywhere else.
Which one?
This one.
This is a very
This
old
is old.
one. Very old one. Actually, we have very good nebulizers.
Plastic.
Will it reach?
Nowhere else
No.
you will see.
Okay, I'll bring that.
Maybe you can go to the other section.
This is with compressed air. Hold on, that small thing is not there.
There's a small plastic.
We are using all these things again and again.
Right.
Sometimes they all don't function.
We'll look for
Just see where she's connecting. It's in the front. Okay, again fowler's or semi-fowler's position. Let them not forget that. Open the switch.
It's working then? Because there is no like this. This one. I will do it. I will throw this
No, no, no.
after that. I'll throw this one. There's no, there's a
Yeah?
missing piece.
Now you can see the mist forming here slowly.
There should be bukal. Right? Bukal.
Okay, so it takes little time. First the mist forms here, then it comes as the fumes here. But I'm very sure you have seen other nebulizers, how fast it comes. This is a very old one. So we don't have all those things. Actually, we had one jet nebulizer. It's under repair. So we could not use it. Okay? If it is a jet nebulizer, it takes only 5 to 7 minutes. The whole medicine will become mist and it goes inside the patient. Okay, now that the procedure is over, you come back, close it. Okay, and you will have to take one cup of water for the patient. Okay, because sometimes it may be not only bronchodilators, it can be corticosteroid medications which we have used as nebulizer. So just to wash their mouth, because it can cause mucosal irritation, steroids, and cause ulceration. So you give water to gargle the mouth, and then you will have to check their heart rate. Even during this procedure, check heart rate. Because bronchodilators, all of them have side effects of heart rate. It increases the heart rate. So if it goes above 100, we stop the procedure. So just let them know about it. And washing their mouth or giving them some tissue, keeping them clean, and all those things are important. And you will have to do reassessment. See, assessment is the same like oxygen. Sound and everything. Just add heart rate alone. Pulse rate also we will have to check. So after you finish, again come back and see whether the breath sounds are better, or do you hear still the same sound, or if the patient's breathing is all right. All those things they will have to come back and assess. This is very important. Than oxygen, this is very important. Okay? And now this is the right time for us to continue with the breathing exercises for the patient. After we give bronchodilators, they will have to continue with breathing and coughing exercises, because we have softened all the secretions. Now it is easy for them to bring it out. Okay, there are 3 procedures which are there. I will combine all of them and say it quickly. Okay, we don't need to waste our time. Yeah, documentation, sorry. Documentation, they will have to sign over here. Okay, but if they write additional documentation like they checked after giving and the patient breathing is better, definitely you will see that the breathing is better. So please let them know that at least they should verbalize those things. Okay, breathing exercises.
Okay.
The first one.
The breathing exercises, okay, the first